15 hours now after an undercover Arlington police officer was shot, the investigation in an Oak Cliff neighborhood continues. For most of the day, this neighborhood's been blocked off, evidence markers at the home where the gunfire happened, and there are still very few answers about what led up to this or what's been happening since. Dallas police are leading the investigation, and Fox 4's Kevin Peters is live with more. Kevin.
Well, Steve, we know this happened during some sort of drug operation, but not much more than that. Tonight, it's become clear, quite clear, that Dallas police are going to take their time sorting through this investigation.
Investigators worked into the night on the 2700 block of Wilbur Street in Oak Cliff. They continued to mark evidence. Police dogs also tracked through lawns and bushes, looking for any additional clues. Annika Martinez lives just 2 houses away.
We all heard gunshots. It was a lot of gunshots, and we all got up and we came out, and my uncle and my grandma said that they saw trucks driving off.
Just after 6 o'clock this morning, someone shot an undercover Arlington police officer twice, one of those in the hand.
He said that he had got shot, and I'm like, are you all right? Are you all right?
Police say he was running from a barrage of bullets.
Then he jumped in a black truck, and then another truck came, a red one, and then busted you and got behind him, and they drove off.
This dark gray Ford F-150 pickup bears the marks, at least 20 strikes. 3 officers inside drove it to a gas station about 5 miles away, calling for help along the way. Sources say the 3 work with a federal task force that focuses on high-intensity drug trafficking areas. We saw Dallas SWAT officers detain 3 people from inside the home, 2 men and a woman. It's not clear if they were involved in the shooting. Meanwhile, the injured officer is recovering at Methodist Dallas. He's expected to be okay.
And Arlington police are not releasing the officer's identity because he's an undercover officer, and Steve, it might compromise future operations.
All right, Kevin, we know that information is limited. Do we know exactly what the officer or these officers were doing in the neighborhood specifically?
Yeah, Steve, from what we gather right now, and certainly nothing is coming from official channels about this federal operation, but sources say the officer may have been attempting to place a tracking device on a vehicle in that neighborhood. Now, we also know that the officers were part of a task force called HITA, which deals with this high-intensity drug trafficking areas, and sources also tell us that the task force includes agents from the DEA, Steve.
All right, I wonder if the Castle law will come into effect here, but more immediately, what are police saying? A lot of shots were fired. I don't know if one person could shoot and reload that fast. Do we know how many people were shooting and identify those people?
Well, that's right. Dallas police did take 3 people into custody that were inside that home, but it's just unclear at this point whether or not they were in fact the ones who fired the rifles or fired shots at those undercover officers. So it's just unclear at this point, Steve.
All right, Kevin Peters, live tonight. Thank you.